Hari Om Sai Ram. I hope everybody is doing great with your health, your family's health, your neighborhood. Today in this episode, I'm going to talk on few important questions of our day-to-day life, which almost everybody has gone through in his or her life. Coming straight to the questions, the first question is, why do we fail? Why do we have certain phobias, fears, weaknesses in our life, which in turn disables us to achieve our goals, deviates from our focus? Now the question, are these weaknesses in any way related to our past life pending karmas? And if the answer is yes, then how can we find out that yes, it is related to our past life pending karmas? But before we move ahead, one needs to understand there are two kinds of weaknesses, basically. The first category, I would classify in two categories. The first category would be the weakness may originate from your current life because of your current life actions, may be related to your childhood events. Now, a very famous neurologist of Austria, Sir Sigmund Freud, he was a great psychologist. He gave us psychodynamic theory, wherein he suggests, he has done a lot of research on this, and he says that yes, the childhood memories or the phobias or the fears, yes, they manifest in adulthood into a bigger problem, and creating a lot of weaknesses in different fields in adulthood. Childhood memories may manifest into fear, phobias, generally, and I think many of us might have started to correlate while hearing this. But the best part, that we can get rid of these. These are all treatable. These we can minimize or maybe eradicate totally. The things which are related to our childhood. The second main category of weakness often originates from the past life pending karma. In my point of view, my research from past many years, more than 17 years, I have gone through a lot of birth charts, met a lot of people in and around country. These problems are too difficult to deal with, as we are not very sure that why such phobias, fears are very, we are not able to judge properly. If they are not related to the childhood and we correlate, yes, they are not related to my childhood, so are these from the past life pending karmas? Are these from the past life which are getting carried forward, and we are going through the problems because of them? Such phobias, fears, and are very difficult to handle. One doesn't understand why such negatives are happening, which are related to the past life. So now the main question, how to identify current problem or phobias, fears are because of the past life pending karma, or are they from the present life? The answer to this is very simple. Anybody can judge it. I would say that first you go back to your childhood, think over leisurely, quietly, that were there any sort of events which happened which are getting now correlated. Talk to your inner self. maybe you get the answer. If you recall, and if you are not able to relate any such thing, then you may come to a conclusion that you are carrying these fears or phobias or weaknesses from the past life. There has to be some connection from the past life. So now, how can we analyze? How to analyze that? Are these from the past life? For a layman, how to analyze? Technically, in astrology, I would first tell you there are generally a person knows only one single birth chart. When you give your date of birth, time, place, and a birth chart is made. Normally, a person just knows about it. But there are various divisional charts correlating to different problems or different positives of the individual. Similarly, we have to see each divisional chart may correlate to something connected to our fears or phobias. For example, the D1 chart, the base natal chart, D9, D60 chart. Today, I would focus on a chart called Trishamsha chart, that is the D30 chart. Now, this is the technical aspect, but I would not go into technical today. For a layman, what are the symptoms wherein he can understand that past life pending karmas are hitting him back, and he has to do few easy remedies to clear them off and clear his path in the present life. Now the Trishamsha chart, in one short nutshell I will tell you, the D30 Trishamsha chart, we see the eighth house of this divisional chart. The 8th house, as many of you may be knowing, is correlating to misfortunes, accidents, health, such things. So we would I would give you the symptoms of each planet. If it is present in the 8th house of D30 chart, the Trishamsha chart, then how can you correlate with those symptoms? We'll go one by one with each different planet. Now, in today's episode, we talk about all the planets in the D30 chart, which indicate your 8th house. In D30, if suppose it is empty, no planet there, then we will take the ruler of that 8th house in D30 divisional chart. Here we start with the king of all planets, which is Surya, Sun. If Surya is associated with 8th house of Trishamsha chart, then the major weakness one would see lack of self-confidence. That is the first and foremost if one has Surya in 8th house of D30 chart. It hampers relationships with father or fatherly figures. Father's health might be a concern, or father or fatherly figure might have bullied in the childhood, which is correlating from the past. Such past actions will impact and delay, damage many things in life presently. Lack of secrecy, a major issue would be there. Your secrets may not be concealed from world. How hard one may try, you may not be able to. For example, I'll give you a small example. For example, somebody's salary. You don't want to disclose about your small example I'm saying. But in some way or the other, it will come out in the limelight to your family, whom you didn't want to inform, or to your friends, or in the office, or in the concern where you're working, or your confidential information will always be under threat. In nutshell, Sun in 8th house of D30, lack of self-esteem, confidence, and thus you may not be able to project your true self, your ideas. You may not be able to project, you may not be able to come out with them. Even if you have them, you may not be able to express. New work, project, people will always be difficult for you to adjust. A new place, a new job, or in school, or in a job, or in a family get together, one will never be comfortable. He or she will shy away, try to cut off. He will never have that self-confidence in himself. Or you join a new company, you join a new project, you will find problems in that. So constant fear of failure and loss will be in back of the mind of such people who have Surya, Sun in 8th house of D30 Trishamsha chart. Phobia of or fear of darkness would be there in such people. Now, what may be the past life actions for which we are going through these in the present? So your actions may be, you were very self-centric, very selfish, egoistic, and you manipulated and took advantage of sincerity of other people and tried to overcome them always in the past life. So in the present life, you have the opposites of them totally. Now, coming to the next planet, that is Moon. What does Moon indicate if you have 8th house D30 divisional chart, if Moon is present there? Lack of emotional stability, that is first and foremost, if Moon in 8th house of D30 divisional chart. One is not able to derive happiness or joy in life. He'll be always, हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, ना उम्मीद, हमेशा मुरझाया हुआ रहेगा. He will never be happy with the life, with anything. He will not be able to do anything confidently. Always fear or phobia of something. Mother and child relation, he or she, mother and child relation will be strained right from childhood. Or they may stay away from each other, staying in same house, but staying away. Or mother gets involved with the other child, or maybe her relatives or friends or etc. But this particular person who has Moon in 8th of divisional D30 will have distance from her mother, from his mother, always, right till adulthood. Mood swings is a basic nature of such people. Lack of focus in anything, big or small, lack of focus, resulting in various problems like in relationships also. Such people have always, when somebody is not able to express his or her emotions, then it creates friction in the relations also. Any kind of relations. Maybe husband, wife, or maybe with father, with mother, brother, sisters. One may develop an alternate personality to deal with the world, a dual personality. He'll be inside something and he'll show off, he'll be outside to the world something different, but actually inside he is different. Overthinking, lack of rhythm, depression, all cause failures in life. Lack of maternal love, this is another big symptom of people having moon in 8th house of D30 chart. You may not follow your basic instincts, mind may remain restless, react to situations very harshly, abruptly. Sometimes, very abruptly you may react to the situations, which other person, anybody in office, at home, would find it very, very awkward. Now, lack of maternal love, I told you, this is because in past life you failed to understand the feelings of other people. Hence, in this life, fear of expressing yourself is a major drawback. Phobias like water, natural disasters, health issues, loss of loved ones, etc., would always be creeping in the mind, going on in the mind of such people. Lack of proper sleep is another major symptom of such people who have moon in 8th house of D30. Coming to Mercury. When Mercury is associated with the 8th house and D30, fear of unexpected sudden changes would crop up in mind. But the response system will be response system in the sense that, for example, in a class, a teacher is asking, all 40 students are there. Somebody who knows the answer may not be able to express in time, correctly, may stammer. These are all because of the Mercury in 8th house of D30. Symptom of past life pending karma. Communication system basically has a problem. Hesitation will always be part of your life throughout life. Person may sometimes feel his or her words can harm others. Even if somebody gets the guts to talk, one mind would say, one part of brain would say, if I say something to this person, he may feel bad. It should not harm him. I may say something wrong. He'll be not confident. Never. Thus, in many cases, Mercury may give alternate personality to the native, and this personality may camouflage time to time. It may change time to time according to the situation, according to the people around you. 8th house Mercury in D30 Trishamsha indicates you have manipulated, criticized, abused many people badly in the past life, and which is a definite symptom. Same people might have done the same thing in the past life also to you, because of which this fear has, it's still going on in this life and you are not able to express, etc. Fear of sudden change, financial loss, criticism, manipulation, unnecessary travel, fear of wrong speech, wrong word by mistake. If somebody, this kind of fears, unnecessary fears would be there in people who have Mercury in 8th house of the Shamsha chart. Stammering, skin problems in a major way are part of Mercury being there in D30. And these are all related once you will sit back and just think over. And I have already explained, if nothing is correlating to your childhood, then one can correlate with these symptoms, and these would be from your past life pending karma. In a separate episode, I would talk of D60 chart also. That's very interesting and very knowledgeable. Again, I will give you not technically symptoms I'll give you, and I'll do an episode probably, or in the next episode, I would, wherein I talk of this D60 or D30, if I continue, I would give the remedies of for each of you or for each of the planet, which you can simply do on your own. and definitely with positive and very fast results. So now next we come to the planet Jupiter when associated with 8th house in D30, the Trishamsha chart. Lack of optimism and positive vibes, person stays always in sort of some depression. Somebody pretends to be spiritual, but he or she is not spiritual correctly, but he pretends to be spiritual. Or in the other way, a person would never ever go to a temple. He will rather criticize, and he will have that ego that even if whatever he has achieved because of what he has done in his present life. He would never give credit to God. He will never believe in religion. He will just talk against spiritual matters, spiritual things, spiritual books. Faith in one's own self, own ability keeps fluctuating. Constant fear about many various issues like health, family, something will go wrong with my family members, with my health. These are constant fears one will get if Jupiter in 8th house of D30. 8th house Trishamsha placement indicates trauma, bad issues in past life, not fully healed till now, and hence lack of positivity, optimism, and hope to move forward successfully in this present life. Also, maybe in the past life, your relationships were hampered. You took only from others and never you gave anything in return. Maybe knowledge or maybe anything materialistic. You always took, but you never gave anything to anyone. Jupiter represents husband in female chart, hence relationships would be sore in the present life, which is related to your past life. Jupiter in females is related to the spouse, husband. Hormonal problems, giving birth to the child. Jupiter matters a lot in a female, and in males it's Venus. Hormonal problems, childbirth difficulties in conceiving are common things if Jupiter in 8th house of D30 chart. So these are few symptoms of and which we all come across somewhere or the other. Coming to Venus, if in 8th house of D30, the Trishamsha chart, emotional matters would be a major disturbance. Failed relationships will be part of your life. Not one, many. At least one. Especially in men, anxiousness about the relationship, especially for the opposite sex, would be, engulfing his mind internally. He will have some kind of fear. This may happen. She may get away. वो चली तो नहीं जाएगी, मेरे से अलग तो नहीं हो जाएगी. These kind of fears would be always, going around in the males of people who have this kind of divisional chart, 8th house Venus. Lack of patience while dealing with opposite sex or friends, socially and family wise also. In matters of sex and physical intimacy, one seeks deep emotional connection. Certain males will have a lot of sexual problems because of 8th house Venus in D30, Trishamsha chart. Fear or phobia of loss of beauty or youthfulness. In some people, किसी को भी बुढ़ा या एजेड नहीं होना, दिखना नहीं है, wrinkles नहीं आने मुंह पे. With age, everything changes. But some people do not change, adapt according to the change in life, according to the age, according to the circumstances. Absence of love and dualistic pleasures in life. Sexual problems, especially in men, are related to bad Venus in 8th of D30. Now, these are few symptoms of bad Venus. If I would say placed in the 8th house of Trishamsha chart, coming to Saturn, Nyayadish. When Shaniji is associated with the 8th house of Trishamsha D30 chart, gives fear of death, uncertainty, authority. मेरे से मेरा पद छीना तो नहीं जाएगा. I may lose my job. I may lose my seat. I may lose my business. I may lose what I have achieved. ये fear रहेगा ऐसे लोगों में. This placement indicates you showed changes, transformations in the past life of other people also. You had a lot of ego. You cheated or you hurt the feelings of other people who were very simple and honest to you, or you dominated your juniors or your maybe staff or your family members, and then in this present life you are going through the symptoms. This placement indicates you might have put limitations, restrictions in other people's life, not done good deeds in the past life, and so pending karmas have now come to the present life. Biggest weakness Saturn gives is to deal with duties, responsibilities of various kinds in life, be it your family, be it when you were a student, be it in your job or in your own business. Fear of not getting both duties as well as responsibilities fulfilled. Always that fear in mind, back of your mind. It's very hard to deal with authoritative people. There will be constant hesitation in executing leadership roles. Such people cannot be leaders or cannot guide people. Certainly the placement causes melancholy and depression in life. Many of the side effects I have not purposely I will not discuss on this platform, because these are general things which I am discussing. Mainly individually, these kind of discussions should be made so that in general, maybe some problem may be correlating with, for example, person A, but person B may not have that. And confusion here will start. These are general symptoms which I am giving. I am not going into more details in planet-wise or in more details of the symptoms which can be there. Loneliness is a big symptom affecting personal and professional life. If Saturn and D30, 8th house, loneliness will be a part of your life, ongoing present life. Your staff may create a lot of troubles for you. You may have a lot of thefts in the present life. Theft may be small or big, but you may lose, you are walking on the road and you lose some money. You took out your handkerchief and the cash went off, or somebody stolen your purse, or burglary at home, factory, such things. These are all related to the past life, pending karmas which are now we are going through in the present life. Rahu and Ketu, if present, Rahu or Ketu, if present in 8th house of D30 Trishamsha chart, uncertainty will be always prevailing in life, present life. Unknown fear, humiliation will always be there. Unknown fear. You also may not be able to understand why I am, like this. This is Rahu or Ketu in 8th of D30. The biggest problem of this placement is that native will never understand the true positive intention of others. He will never understand. He will always, maybe his family, well-wishers, anybody elder, he may guide him or her, but he will not hear the positive thing. He may go out and take the negatives of outsiders. always such people will be in some sort of illusion, a smoky kind of, illusion. Always. Such people would love to stay in dark places. Even the people who were in, people having Saturn in 8th house of deep 30, they will also prefer gloomy room, darkness, aloofness. One seeks power and status to deal with challenges in life. Identity of native might go under transformation, and for many times in current life, ups and downs such people will see. In past life, such people, such Atmas, souls, must have given traumatic experiences to many, especially opposite sex, causing insecurity and lack of faith in others. Hence, presently, in present life, the native will go through the problems. Fear from darkness and supernatural, कोई भूत तो नहीं है, उस कमरे में कोई खड़ा तो नहीं है, मैं अंधेरे में, I will not go to the other room. Fear, some sort of fear right from childhood will be there in such people coming from past life. Already I am repeating for this that you have already correlated that your childhood had no problems, and then we are talking of the past life. Definitely one of them will correlate for the present problems. Cheatings, misleading people in past life was a common thing which one would have done, and that's how these symptoms in the present. These are few symptoms of Rahu and Ketu present in 8th house of Trishamsha. These are again simple and very familiar symptoms which we go through ourselves or in our family or friends. One can always correlate, do the good remedies, simple remedies, him or herself, and get rid of them, definitely. In short, spoken very little about these fears, weaknesses, phobias prevailing in our present lives. We'll join you again with some more topics. Even on this topic, I will come back again with some remedies, and as I told you, D60 chart is also related to this. So stay very safe and healthy. Thanks for joining me. God bless you all. Hari Om Sai Ram.